so I'm surprised not to see him sort of look for a rock or two. I mean, they do have a boomer. Boomer does get a nice spawn just above the survivors, but he does get hot. It's going to trigger the other SI to come in. The tank's in a pretty respectable place, actually. I mean, you know, he's not going to get chipped too much. He's got a car right in front of him to hide behind. And importantly, he still has first pass and line of sight on the survivors.
He has line of sight, but he's, because you can basically LOS tanks and safe rooms now, he's actually losing frustration the more he's out of his sight. So they can actually just hang back, and now he's having to commit hit because he knows he's about to go second pass. And a boomer getting pop, crucial pop there, and this tank is going to have to go and drive. He does get a... Oh, with the punch! He's getting melee as well.
Well, also we've got a bit of miscoordination with the SI here. The boomer's been popped, the charge has been taken out, the smoker has now been cleared as well. The tank is all on his loan. He is getting a couple of fists in, spreading the love on Bill and Lewis respectively, but he is going to be taken out, and that's a really solid opening take of a tank for Helheim. I mean, this tank can go one of two ways, where, especially if that boomer lands. Interesting facts being displayed, and we do see a boomer going in for a single boom. And a pause goes out. We have lost Presto. Rip Presto. So, Dragon, as an administrator, knowing what you've just heard, your thoughts?
Well, I'm certainly very curious.
Questionable endeavour is questionable. I mean, unfortunately, not really much to recap during the pause. And usually when we have a nice tank fight, we have a bit to garble on about, but we do have Presto reconnecting. Game is now going live. We have seen a single boom go out. But for the time being, that's all there is. The SI is still waiting for their spawns to rotate in. They do have a spitter and a jockey, but that's not really a lot to keep the survivors down from this choke. I'm surprised to see them playing it so cautiously. And as a result, they are going to give the SI their full spawn. Delay split does go out. Ooh, there's a lot of damage going in from Lewis there. He is going to get jockeyed as well up top. He's going to go down with that. And a charger is there looking for the intercept. Do also have the Hunter pre-spawned on the bridge as well, looking to go in. Jockey now comes in from above. The Hunter misses. Charger whiffs. And the Hunter might actually get a pounce. Nope, he gets taken out. So, not too bad. Bit of damage going out on Bill. And an in-gap going out on Lewis. Both of which were the focus of the tank's damage as well.
Yeah, I'm just checking this thing out. I mean...
Oh dear. Okay, well, while Dragon is doing that, next SI here is rolling around. It is going to be a 2-2. We do have the split of Boomer, Smoker, and a Jock. By far the worst 2-2 in Left 4 Dead competitive history. And the SI are going to be looking to get rid of it relatively soon, as there is no witch in sight. Survivors have now walked into the choke, have triggered the hit from behind. The jockey gets taken out very quickly. Smoker does get a momentary pull with the spit going down on top, but Zoe's out of there particularly quick thanks to some fast clears, and the boomer gets nada. No boom, no proxy, nothing. Just popped. And the survivors have made it into the sort of, I guess, final major choke of the map. Do have the witch waiting for them at the top of the stairs, maybe? No, I'm blind, she's on the walkway. And Miro's going to go in and get the quick crown in on that. The SI have now come up in their entirety and are repositioning outside for what looks to be the final hit of the map. Charger does get a nice quick close spawn. Trying to bait out the survivors to come up the stairwell a bit, but instead they back off. The Hunter goes in, gets taken out. The spit goes down, the Charger whips. And the spit is now going to get taken out, and the only thing remaining for the SI is a lonesome jockey. He's taken out his frustration by scratching walls and generally jumping around, but I don't really see much hope of him holding all four out by himself. Nonetheless though, survivors are still playing relatively cautious, protecting the health bonus, and as a result the SI will have a full hit for this very last grasp attempt, potential maybe. Jockey does land, he goes in there, he's a hero. Boomer lands on one, Smoker gets a pull from behind on Lewis. He is getting cleared, Boomer crosses on two in the safe room, and there's a Hunter coming in, look for them scratching. Gets two, gets taken out. Survivors are in, doors closed. And not a bad opening round for Helheim. They're making him the 308 health bonus.
So it was actually a pretty good result then. I didn't actually see the last half of the game itself because I was actually checking out Mirror's stream. But yeah, I mean, they almost have 50% bonus is pretty respectable actually for the first map, especially as that tank can be pretty lethal if the survivors don't handle it correctly.
Unless anyone has a better plan, I say we head
Well,
there.
that's one of the things. I mean, Helheim had a really impressive opening round for them, and they made it with, as you said, 50% of the bonus, which is once again very respectable. And they handled this tank particularly well. Opening hit for the SI, we'll cover it once the round goes live. But now we have a pause, we have an intermission. But yeah, recap from the last round. So, solid opening for Helheim, puts him in a pretty commanding position. And as you said, this tank can go... It can go well, as we saw in the previous round, or it can go drastically wrong. Should it go drastically wrong, 600 points is quite a big distance to make up. Didn't we have an incident like this before, whereby someone was streaming with their sound turned off, or the infected sounds at least?
In a way, yeah, but there was literally no in-game audio whatsoever. It's not even really a case of deleted sounds, it's just there is no in-game audio at all. You can't even hear footsteps, can't even hear gunshots, can't even hear SI. It's like the complete in-game audio itself is muted, all you can hear is them talking a mumble.
Odd. Well, I guess we're waiting to see what the result of that is going to be, whether Miro's going to fix the problem. As he is on one of the lists, is he not? To be required
That is
if
right,
he's to stream this game. So, we've had the result of one EQ semi-final. This is, well, not really a semi-final, it's more of a quarter-final. Between the two Russian teams. And we have this game tonight, and I believe we have two more tomorrow. I think one of the other big ones that everyone's looking out for is Eclipse versus Table Flip. It should be an interesting game between the two, I guess probably two of the top American teams that are left in the tournament.
Indeed, yeah, that's going to be quite a gladiator battle, that will be. One I'd really love to be able to see if I could, but the match time is due to start at 3:30 in the morning for myself and Battle, so yeah, I seriously doubt I'm going to be around for that live.
Yeah, on a Sunday night, it's a bit hard to achieve with Monday rolling around. So, we should have to rely on our American counterparts to cover that. In case me, you'll have to get off your ass and actually do some speaking work. This whole moving your wrist around thing and claiming to be a camera is not going to fly for the next casting endeavor. It's good to see that, after a bit of an interlude from casting, that things haven't really changed much on the pausing front.
Oh, they never have done, they never will do either. No reason to assume why they will.
It's an old internet meme, but it's still very relevant in today's game. I'm not sure whether that's refreshing or depressing. I'm going to go with
Slightly
depressing.
refreshing, but mostly depressing, yeah.
Oh, in other important news, thanks to a kind donation, I am a proud owner of a Poland ball. And the thing is fucking incredible. Please tell me you know what a Poland ball is.
Hold on, I have to mute myself and deafen myself as well to see if this is working.
Great, I'll sit here and talk to myself. So, kiss me. Now that my heterosexual life partner has decided to mute himself on me and go and listen to, I'm guessing, what should be Miro's game, amuse me.
I have pistachios.
Okay, so you're eating. Marvellous. This is why your mouth isn't working. You wanted to eat.
Pretty much. That's why I told you guys that you guys can cast.
For somewhat used and abused by this statement.
So you guys are saying, chat, Super's too good, shouldn't be allowed to play. I agree. Is that a joke? No. It's super serious.
I disagree.
You think he should be able to play?
Well, I'm clearly the best thing to happen to this competitive game since, I don't know, Killer Toy, I guess. Now that he's retired, I think I can take up the mantle of Community Monarch.
Well, it's not so much he's retired, but he's a boss. Killer Toy's a boss.
Rest in peace, Killer Toy. We knew him well. We miss him. But he has to do important life stuff now. And let's face it, we've been left with like other old schoolers such as Purple. I mean, he hasn't really been putting out much lately either. See the occasional stream. It's it's low quality content. I'll be honest, I was expecting a bit more from such a quote high tier player unquote. But it's been pretty upsetting. You hear me, Purple?
Let's see. People in chat are thinking that Miro deleted his sounds. Oh, damn. What's up, Chaotic? How you doing, Sandy? Trepior. Sancho Microfan, 1981. Simply Sophia, Boris. How you guys doing? What the fuck, Hib? Wait, is Hib Lobo back? No, isn't Hib Hib? I forget what his Twitch name is.
I have no idea. I imagine Hib has many forms.
Hibble?
On the Hibble, he takes the form of many different things and many different miracles, but in a code sense, or I guess an internet sense, God knows what his actual identity could be. He could very much be one of the emoticons.
Wow, Sancho. I'm not repeating that on stream.
Eh.
No, just read chat. Miam, as far as tournaments are concerned, there's no tournaments that are open for signups as of right now. The next one that I know of will be announced on March 1st, so that's the next tournament, I do believe.
I believe so. I'm not sure when Mav War is meant to start, or what the coverage is for Mav War. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about it.
Me neither.
But I think in terms of announcements, I believe yours is the next pressing one, especially now since the EMC one is kind of like debunked.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to happen, the EMC tournament, but then word of them closing came around, so it was kind of like, okay, that kind of went the opposite wave.
Yeah, well, I mean, running a tournament is a stressful endeavor without the hindrance of, going bankrupt, essentially. So I guess even if they managed to maintain hosting the tournament itself, they probably wouldn't have the service to maintain it. And let's face it, it's going to be a situation whereby you're going to run into that problem. It's like, okay, well, there's only like sort of 4 servers that have the correct config installed. I mean, you have that many teams.
Yeah, I can see that. Dragon just said in-game, if Miro can't get his sound working on his stream, then they will have to find a sub for him. Which is understandable. I saw something like Bleed Out Tournament. That may not be the name of the next tournament.
Bleed Out Tournament?
Yep. Bot.
You really should have put me on the PR team for this.
I think it's a good name.
The Bleed Out Tournament?
Yeah. I mean, besides the jokes that will be made about people bleeding out and girls and stuff.
I think you have taken my tampon analogy to the extreme and named a tournament in memory of it.
Fair enough. Plug in your own kiss me? Or plug in your own tournament kiss me? Hey. It's not that big of a plug. It only came up because someone was asking when the next tournament was.
Granted, this could have been a lot more substantial of a plug had he have left me in charge of PR, and I could have casually brought it up. Because people can never tell whether I'm being sarcastic, casual, and whether I'm genuinely annoyed.
I just mark it as you always being annoyed. Is that bad?
It's pretty accurate. I won't lie.
Yeah, that's kind of just how I've come to label you. So it looks like Mira's going to use Steam to stream. What more errors can arise?
Don't say that. That means that there's a good chance that something else will arise. Looks like Mira will be using the Steam broadcast feature.
I just said that.
Well, they're just confirming it in chat, and I'm confirming it to the good people, because let's face it, I have nothing else to cover. I've literally run out of shit to say, seeing as nothing has really happened in the first round of this match. I didn't watch the two Russian teams play either, so I don't really have any comments to make on that. I don't even know what the final score was. And I'm not the tournament administrator, it's Dragon is, and he's muted himself, so I'm kind of stuck here.
You can really sense the love in this in-game chat. You can tell the relationships.
I mean, it's a frustrating situation, I guess, for the other 7 players.
Scumbag kiss me, acting all casual about next tournament. I can't be excited yet. I have to wait. We still have a lot of work to do and whatnot, so.
It's pause static because Miro is one of the individuals who is on the POV watch list for the tournament by the administrator's discretion. He's currently streaming his game, and his stream is not producing any sound for his game. It's picking up mumble and it's picking up his comms, but not his actual game itself. So we are currently waiting for him to reboot his game and open his Steam broadcaster so he could broadcast his game via that, so the admins can watch it to make sure he's not doing anything conspicuous.
Basically.
Don't give me basically. That was a
Basically.
perfectly clear answer.
Basically, Mira has to stream his games because people think that he hacks.
He's
So,
filthy.
That's the very brief version of it.
Oh god, things are breaking down. Helheim's going mad.
Helheim's freaking out, man. Why are they telling him to check his RAM?
I think they're making a comparison with one person calling someone else a computer idiot. Everything is falling apart.
What
We
really,
need an OBS legend in here.
what really sucks is that I wish this whole thing would have happened pre-game, because now when I go to upload this on Twitch, this whole pause is going to be in the freaking VOD forever and ever.
You could always
I'm gonna-
highlight the pause. Dumb shit we spoke about for the 45 minutes that the game was paused while Miro fixes crap. That's pretty much what happens to all the other dumb shit. I mean, Christ, look what happened to the South American Cup. How many clips did we have to cut out of that?
Oh boy. Well, no, I don't even think I cut. No, actually, that wasn't me who casted it, was it? I think that was Sud.
Sud, I believe. Yeah, Sud. All hail Sud.
So they've come to the
Really,
conclusion
really.
that his Twitch will not work with the sound, so now they're going to try Steam. I bet you they're going to try Steam and it still won't work, and he's going to have to, like, get a sub.
Hey,
That's
speaking
the way
of
we're
head,
going
there's
right
him.
Where's Hib?
Haxa mode.
Oh, there he is. I forgot what his Twitch name was. Why is it paused? Is someone... Oh, yeah, I answered that. Left 4, wait. What else? I think Battle wants to murder kiss me, but it could be the other way around. I'd kick Battle in the nuts if I ever met him.
Confirm I would kill him if given the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. If he gave me a knife, I'd attack him.
I'd attack him with a spoon if there was one to hand.
I'd attack you with a rubber. What?
Are we talking about an eraser or a rubber?
A rubber.
Now, see, a rubber to me is an eraser. I'm trying to Americanize it up just so...
Wait,
we kinda
that's
get the...
slang for a razor for you?
No, an eraser. Like at the end of a pencil.
Oh, okay. I thought rubber was like slang for you guys for like a razor or something that you use to shave. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna go shave my face with a chunk of rubber.
I need to go buy rubbers, guys, for my face.
Kind of reminds me of that dumb kid who puts one on his head, blows it up, and says, "Am I doing it right?"
Oh, that's not right. Shit. Is the T4 tournament? T4. What's a T4 tournament?
I couldn't tell you, unfortunately.
Sounds goodizer. I don't know what that means, Sandy. Twitch boomer is equals. What? Oh my god, are L4D2 tournaments still happening? Yes, they are, Theo. How are you? Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. You know it. Better pauses, better game. What's the link to Mirror Stream? I think he's actually shutting it off because he's going to use Steam if it works. I'm not even reading chat anymore.
Yeah, I kind of gave up reading chat. I won't lie, it's not very reassuring to me. Oh, yes, of course, it's the FPG tournament. God damn it, Kisby, why do you know these things? You're an American.
Because I don't follow that tournament.
Well, I don't follow it either, but I don't follow any tournament. I don't even know what's happening in this tournament.
Alright,
The only reason I
screw
know
you. You
what's
can't
happening in
judge
this
me. Where's
tournament is
Dragon?
because
Oh,
it's
he's
here.
muted. Dragon would have known.
Well, Dragon would have, yeah, but Dragon's useless right now.
You know, I feel like we can say whatever we want because I'm just going to put a highlight or an annotation over the whole screen and be like, skip this pause. I'm going to like hide the X button so they can't actually get away from the annotation. I hate YouTubers that do that. There's like one annotation that you can't get rid of because like whenever you go to mouse over, it gets like overshadowed by a freaking part of the video like player. And it's like, oh god, I can't hit it.
I don't know, but Moobot's going medieval.
What's Moobot doing? Oh
Go
god,
medieval
Theo.
on people.
Theo, come back. Actually, Theo should be okay. L4D2 TV error. I remember L4D2 TV. Were you a caster for them or a cameraman? Your name sounds familiar.
Originally I was a caster for it, as was Dragon. It was the
Oh no, I'm talking to Theo, not you.
What Theo? No, I don't think Theo was. That was can't remember. It was a Portuguese gentleman. Thorin. No, Thorin. I don't know, but no, it wasn't.
Why does Mira have to stream? Because there are people who believe that he's a hacker. So he has been ordered that he was told that he could play in the tournament, but he has to stream every single game. And there's a problem with this stream, so he's not streaming right now. So they're trying to fix that. There is the explanation.
Apparently, up until now, it's worked fine as well, so...
That's funny. You're welcome, Bad Tank. It's not just me though. It's everybody. Actually, we're going live. Oh my god.
Oh my dear sweet Jesus. I think we've gone live to kick someone. I think someone else was joining while Mira was disconnected, but I'm not sure. We'll find out soon enough. If this insufferable idiot that I call my life partner would unmute himself, that would be terrific as well. Hell is Pokemon doing here? Pokey, get out of here! Well, we've unpaused, but yeah, we're still waiting for Mira to rejoin. Sorry, I was reprimanding Pokemon. My work is done.
Reloading.
Okay, so we have everyone back in the server. Dragon is still muted, but I am here. Reassure you viewers, I will cover the action as it happens. Okay, it appears the problems have been fixed with Mirror Stream.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that. A lot of technical issues in the background, but we've got them sorted now.
Apologise to the people. Apologise to me, I've been sat here speaking to myself for the good part of 10 minutes. Kiss Me helped out a little bit, but not really terrifically, I'll be honest. But we're live. Everyone's in the game. The round is live. Infected. Helheim, currently in the lead, 600 and something odd points. I'll have a look later for the specific. Tank has now triggered. Opening hit for the SI has been saved, but it is going in now. Smokey gets picked instantly. Jerky is jumping around looking for some scratches. He's going to get shut down after 2 scratches, though. And the tank is now working in his Hondas. But, ooh, he gets a bad hit on the first one. It ricochets off the telephone pole.
He's just working that car in. Only persisting with 1 hittable, though. I remember, was it Impulse's tank worked in about 2 or 3, but couldn't really make use of them when he got to the end.
Yeah, I think one of them went out of play that kind of near enough the first hit, and the second one just kind of got stuck in a pretty bad place. Looks like the tank is going to opt to go for a bit more of a rock tank this time round. I think that was, truth be told, one of Better Pizza, Better Ingredients' bit of a downside to their play in the previous round was the fact that they didn't try this with the tank at all. SI here is spawned up though, and it is coming in. It is a tri-cap, and we do see the Smokey get a momentary pull, but cleared very quickly. The jockey's getting a couple of ticks of damage, the charge has been taken out, and the smoker has been taken care of as well. Survivors look like they want to push forward here.
Yeah, except the tank is ready to sort of box him in, essentially. Like, he's ready to run by the car in case they get a little too far ahead of themselves.
Yeah, he's got that car positioned in a really good place, and as equally so, the tank is able to get to it very quickly to cut them off. We do see a boomer get a really close spawn, however, and a double boom. I'm definitely going to see the tank commit on that, maybe, possibly. Nope, looks like the tank is going to go for more rock, to bring his car in. Charger has spawned up, but he's taking shelter behind the trees. He is getting kind of chipped, as is the hunt. Tank is bringing in the second car. He's kind of wasted the boom hordes. They're so gone by now.
Yeah, and now he's positioned the car in a slightly awkward place. Like, he can't really hit it direct, assuming that he tries to get behind it when the survivors push. He's got that sort of static red car right in the way, and it's going to be very hard to get around that. But Charger does actually land. I think actually Charger and Hunter went for the same buzzer. Jockey does land on Francis. They do skeet the rock.
Yeah, Tank did not get a rock off that, but he is still on first pass. I mean, he's only taken 400 chips, so he's in by no means any real danger. He can sit there and comfortably rock away all day. That's why I'm a big fan of the Deagle being brought into this map. Purely for this bloody tank. And we do have another SI hit up. It is going to be a 2-1 this time around. They do have a boomer, they do have a smoker, and the final spawn coming in is going to be a hunter. So, maybe damage pounds potential, but I mean, I guess what we really want them to see land is the boom. And it's all spawning up and all. Nice double boom once again. Hunter gets a pound. Smoker's got a nice long pull going on. And now here come the commons.
And the tank's going for his car, but this might actually, it does make him second passer. And again, he's not having much luck with his car, but he's got a position right next to the tree in case they do push.
Well, he's down to second now. I should imagine if this is a tri-cap, we'll see the tank commit. At least I hope that is the case. Nope, it's going to be another hit for the SI. It looks like the tank is not going to go in on this. Kiss Me, apparently the stream is dead.
Oh,
we do see a hit going in. We do have a momentary
tri-cap.
Got to cut you off there, right?
It's okay.
This idiot Kiss Me is destroying everything. Chat has erupted in absolute rage that you missed that important 3.2 second tri-cap. Oh.
Oh, the car's not in a good position either. Except now he's pushed out of the way. Francis had better be careful. Oh,
Tank.
they're in a very, very tight spot now. This car position the way it is. Boomer coming in! There's a double boom.
This could be problematic. The tank does have himself an opening punch. He's going for the car. He's bouncing the car off the wall. 2 survivors boomed, and as a result, Jockey's got a ride on a green survivor. Tank's getting some lovely double punches.
2
resulting in
in-caps
2 quick
already.
in-caps. Jockey is going to get cleared, but this tank is very healthy at 2.5k HP. 2 survivors down. Currently boomed, currently getting pounded by Common. There's now a smoker up to support the tank. And the tank is getting some free rocks. Smoker pull goes out on Zoe as well. Tank is going to capitalise on that and get. Nope, not going to get the in cap. Whiffs the punch and Zoe gets out of it. But she falls back into the tank. Foolish girl. There is a boomer up, and if I was a boomer, I'd be dropping on those 2 survivors. Or one of the survivors, because one, Lewis, is now dead. Charger comes in, whiffs his charge. Boomer is going to fall on the survivors, gets a proxy on one. Oh, he hasn't actually been popped, so he gets a double boom. Tank has 1.2k HP left, and the Charger is still alive. You see a Smoker now spawning. Smoker gets a pull, gets cleared very quickly. Charger gets the charge off that, and it looks like he's going to get the in-cap. He does indeed get it. So, just Zoe. 2 survivors dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of questioning the call to push forward. I mean, normally, in most cases, it is a good idea to push forward. But when you have, like, a chance to get up the ladder as well, I think really better pieces should have taken that opportunity.
Well, we do see, unfortunately for Better and Pizza Better Ingredients, them getting wiped on mere 76 distance points into map 1. See, I'm an advocate for moving forward, but they kind of left it very late to do so there. I mean, they were only sort of at the beginning part of the bridge before the SI had their full hit up, and the tank was rolling in with a Honda. I mean, at that point, you can't rush the choke because the SI are waiting above for you. You can't stay down there because the tank is, very healthy at 5.6k, and he has a car. So, I mean, wasn't really good for them. I mean, catching that double boom was just, that was pretty much the icing on the cake for the SI. That put them in a position where the survivors were just not getting out of there.
Indeed. I noticed a question in the stream chat directed at myself and Gizme about casting the Frag Pipe tournament. I did cast the Frag Pipe tournament, yes, and I remember you, Teal. It's been a long time.
Oh, okay, well, that goes against what my assumption was. For some reason, I was told that Theo worked for Left 4 Dead 2 TV, which I was unable to confirm because I remember it was Zohan and some other gentleman who used to handle the bulk of the channel working for that. Gizme didn't cover Frag Pipe. Gizme wasn't even born. Okay, he was alive in some sense of the word, but he wasn't really alive. But the round is going live. Dragon, take away the opening hit.
Okay, for the opening here we have a Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and I believe there's the 4th one.
Charger.
I can't see the Charger, he's invisible to me. I don't have my spec card up yet. The survivors are ghosting out. We got one on top of the safe from door. Smoker pulling Zoe. We got a double boom landing actually. We got Hunter and Charger rolling in. Oh, Charger stumbling one, and then Hunter landing on Lewis, and then I've got a double proxy boom as well for good measure. But tiny bits of damage, not a huge amount.
Okay, with a boom like that, say for example the Charger, well he did miss in this instance, but say he got taken out. Are you a fan of going for the pounce with a Hunter, or would you go for the Shire? Would you go ham with the hands?
If I sense the opportunity to get a bounce, probably go for the bounce. But if I think the survivor's going to clear it quickly, I would just go with the scratches.
Well, survivors have gone down to the bottom of this area, triggered the tank as a result. They've taken out a spitter, which was going to be the tank, and they are now backing all the way up by the looks of it. Tank is currently in hot pursuit, but it looks like he's going to reposition himself, go up the ladder and up through the pipe. So it looks like the survivors will be opting to take the tank in the safe room.
Yeah, and that can work because the like all safe rooms in EQ, the tank can't keep infinite LOS even if they're hiding in there. So they've got a little bit more maneuverability, although they are sort of hanging outside the safe room as well. Just to score a little bit of extra chip on Lucky Dog's tank. He's going to roll in straight away with a tri-cap, Charger, Hunter, and Smoker. And he gets a great punch onto Lewis, but actually lands on top of his head. Gets a punch on Zoe, but they're just ripping out these shotguns. And he kills a Charger by accident. Actually, no, sorry, that was locked melee getting on Charger. Tank goes down after one in cap and getting Lewis low on health.
Gotcha, now.
And he spread the love a bit. I mean, he managed to get the in cap. He did take 2 punches on Lewis and got a single in on Zoe. But as you said, that mistake in killing the Charger, or at least I know he definitely hit the Charger, so I think he took a solid 50% of his HP away.
Yeah.
So that made the cornering a second survivor afterwards a lot more difficult. But solid take by the survivors once more, Helheim. And that puts him in a position now to take this event. A nice quick boomer pop as well by Super in the front. The SI do have a Charger and they do have that spitter.
Oh, Charger getting a fist but missing at point blank range with that charge.
Hunter getting skeeted, Spitter gets nothing as a result, Charger gets taken out. That's really going to disrupt the spawns because Papa John is now back up in Papa John being Presto, of course. And that is going to give the survivors a pretty comfortable walk back to the tunnel area to take the duration of this event. And they're in a much better position to do so now, providing they can mitigate the damage of these next sort of 2-3 hits. There's no tank to worry about. Sure, they'll have a witch, but it's not really going to be too much of a problem for them to maintain this bonus.
The Hunter at the back getting team skidded really quickly. We got a Boomer getting popped at the front as well as a Spitter. It was a shutdown attack completely. It didn't seem like Better Ingredients, Better Pizza had much of any options there.
Yeah, I think because it was a 2-2 as well, I think they just wanted to get rid of it as soon as possible, but at the same time, I don't really see Helheim waiting around here either for, like, you know, every single common to trickle in. I think if they handle this next hit with near enough as flawless a position as they handled the first one, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just push straight through this event area. I mean, they've handled half of it now, there's been no booms landing, so there's no extra comp, but an attack is coming in. Nice double boom does land, nice jockey in the front with the Charger intercept, all the way back down to the base,
Whoa.
hitting Zoe on the way down. That's a lot of damage. Really, really good SI coordination by Better Ingredients, Better Pizza.
And that's lowered the damage bonus of the hybrid quite severely as well. It's like 32% each way, and the bonus actually isn't that high, assuming they made the save from right now.
Well, it took all of Bambi's remaining permanent HP, but it also took all of Francis's his temporary HP. I think he chugged nearly 2 sets of pills prior to that start, and he's gone down at the back as well. I believe that's going to be a black and white.
It is, yeah. It's mirror black and white. They need to sort of feed him with the last set of pills they got. But there's a double boom going on at the top. Smoker trying from distance. It actually looks... I didn't see if there's a jockey. There is a jockey, yeah, but it's a 1-2-2 doing this.
I don't know, but we have a nice double cap going on. This is a lot of damage. This is going to be 2 in caps. Miro still has not been picked up yet. There's a big boom going out. Zoe does get the clear on the smoker, but the jockey is still going, and that's going to be Bill, all of his bonus being destroyed as well. 2 attacks on the trot now for Better Ingredients, Better Pizza, with another boom on top just to complement and delay those pickups even further. So we've seen, 2 hits, and they've pretty much obliterated the bonus and the damage bonus.
And ironically, it was the worst 2-2 in the entire game that's provided the most damaging attack so far against Helheim.
Indeed. And this is going to be a home and away, we believe, Jan.
Yeah, it's originally... after speaking with Super earlier today, I think it was... had their mind intense on actually playing at home and away, because I don't think Purple was going to play today.
Well, we do see a hit going in. Charger does land. Spit goes down on top of that. Charger does get 2 pounds, so that's going to be a lot of spit damage on top as well. And Francis is black and white, but he is out of that. But not really much HP at all on any of the survivors to speak of. They have no sets of pills to feed the black and white survivor either. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some death coming in very shortly, especially with the next SI hit just about to come up. And they still have the Witch as well, don't they?
Yeah, we do have the Witch. There's only 4% bonus remaining. Like, there's no temp health remaining in terms of bonus. It's all just a little bits of perm on Bill and Zoe.
Well, we do see a jockey going in, getting a quick in cap, a single boom landing out on Bill. There is a smoker going in the back on Francis. He does get cleared. But it seems like they found a set of pills for him as well. That's 2 in cap. 3 black and white now.
Yeah, that's it's now just Zoe's health, and well, now
There's one in-cap
Bambi's
on
lock is now also black and white as well as Francis.
The witch has been pulled. The charger gets the charge. Charger goes into Zoe, which gets the incap. Boomer gets a boom on that to delay it. The witch gets taken out, but there is a jockey up. Sorry, a hunter above, and there is a spitter up as well. Hunter is coming in, looking for that delay. Spit goes down. The pounce goes out in spit. That is going to be potentially a death.
Mira's gonna die, yeah.
Miro is dead. Zoe also dies. That's two dead, two left.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Bill, aka Super, decided to take the orb at this sort of stage of the map.
We do see the jockey land, and the charger looking to finish it here. Goes for the fist. He's going ham. He gets the fist, gets the stumble, gets the final fist down, and that is going to be the wipe. So really good turnaround for better ingredients, better pizza. This is definitely a map that they can recover on with an early tank.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I don't really understand what happened there with Helheim, because they had such a great start, and they only walked away from that tank with like one in-cap, essentially. But then going through the event and suffering that sort of damage to the worst 2-2 in the game, it's like their momentum just got completely rocked to shit.
It was terrific, I guess, coordination and timing for the SI, truth be told. I mean, the tank was a bit lackluster for them. I mean, yeah, you get the token in cap and you get a little bit of spread, but it's nowhere near the realm of what that tank can actually do given all the SI land. Now, I'll save it for after this attack, as the round is going live. Opening hit for the SI is going to be a tri-cap with Boom, Charger, Smoker, and Hunter for capping support. We didn't really see much damage go in. I think we saw about 20 damage go out on the first hit last time. So we'll see if we can see any increase on that from Helheim's round 2 special infected performance. But a very good position for better pizza, better ingredients to make a comeback on this map, because I mean they were down by 600 points going in.
Seems like Lewis is just testing the waters, like he's just surveying the whole area, see the rest of the size and make it safe for them. But the Boomer is getting popped, actually. That stumbles the Smoker. Charger's coming in. Charger completely missing. We're getting hundreds of scratches, getting very scratchy there.
Dude, that's what I see. But that's what I meant when I said the first round about going ham with the Hunter hands. I mean, that's 24 like damage. That's the equivalent of landing a charge and a pound, or just like 3 fists, I think it is.
Yeah.
But that is going to trigger the tank. Tank is up in the hands of Bambi, and the survivors are once again going to retreat to the sanctity of the safe room. So we saw 1 in cap and about 3 punches on other survivors go out. We do see a hit going in. Smoker gets paid very quickly though, so it looks like they are going to be sacking that Smoker for a bit more of a mobile capper, probably the Hunter. Just something to pin the survivor into a corner, or at least stumble other survivors when it goes out, just to give the tank a bit more of an opportunity to get in there and get some punches in.
Yeah. And because this is Locke's tank as well, so in theory, his Greek internet will actually be better arms than even Vex's Russian arms.
Viva the arm.
He's just biding his time. He's happy to go into second pass. He's got a Charger, Boomer, and a Jockey waiting.
Looks like they are going to commit with the Boom. This will be an interesting one. Tank does go in, misses the opening punch though. Charger spawns up, Jockey spawns up, Jockey.
Oh,
gets a nice cap.
But this Boomer's still looking for a spawn.
The Boomer needs to spawn outside. The tank does go in and get himself a punch. Boomer does get himself a nice double cross. It looks like Francis is going to run outside and look to clear the Jockey. The Jockey is definitely going to get that in-cap before he gets to clear. The tank is going ham in the safe room. Jockey does not get the in-cap. Tank has got one, but he's very low on HP. Looking to try and spread that love a bit, but it doesn't look like he's going to get much left. He's got 300 HP, and that is going to be the death of the tank. We do see 1 full in-cap though, and all of Presto's perm health has been taken away by that Jockey ride.
Yeah,
I was really surprised with that. Like, when the Jockey got the guy out, I was like, perfect. They've got 1 separated, get the tank out, put the Boomer above, sit there, wait for the survivors to stick their heads out. Free try Boom, free wipe. But I think the tank kind of overcommitted a bit too quick.
It seemed like that, but then that opportunistic Jockey really did pay off and cause a lot of mayhem for the survivors.
But if you think about it, never mind, there is a hit going in. Hunter getting really nicely skeeted. Charger whiffs, he hits the wall in front, and the Boomer gets picked. But that essentially could have been a free kill. I mean, if they just boomed the guy who was outside, the survivors wouldn't be able to get around the tank to actually get to the clear. It was definitely a guaranteed kill. I think they could have played it a bit more patient with Helheim there, and I think they kind of left Bed and Green's better pizza get out of the frying pan a bit with that. But nonetheless,
they are bleeding out with 2 of them. They've only got 1 spare set of pills. Charger going in with his hit, but the spit's nowhere near landing. Except for the death spit, and Zoe running back through the spit puddle, not realizing it was behind her.
well, that wasn't good, because that now put Zoe slow, and she's the only one with a set of pills, but there's 2 people who really need them.
The thing with Better Green's Better Pizza is that their damage bonus is still pretty high, so as long as they don't suffer too much on that, they've still got a good chance.
Well, we do see another hit come in. We do have a Smoker and a Hunter from behind. Boomer landing in front with a single boom. Smoker gets a momentary pull in the back, but gets cleared very quickly. Self-cleared by Bill. The jockey does get taken out in the front. Still, though, it's more chip. That's 3 survivors now slow. Still only 1 set of pills on the person. I believe there is another set in the cabinet ahead. But they do still have the Witch to contend with, and probably another 2 to 3 SI hits in these tunnel areas.
They found another spare set of pills, so that's 2 at least that they can put towards the bleeding survivors. But there is a charge spit up, as well as a smoker and a jockey. They just need to be careful they don't get themselves too distracted by the commons, and Lewis is trying to block that room, but we all know that the charger can spawn above.
There is nothing to spawn there. There is still commons trailing in. I think the SI are going to wait for them to get a little bit closer and sort of come up from a couple of angles before they trigger this hit. Really don't think they're going to let the survivors walk out of here without at least taking 1. And if they hit now and get something decent out of it, it guarantees them another hit for the tunnels and potentially another one for the Witch.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous there for Presto, because he's essentially the best. He's actually the most bonus technically at this stage of the round, and he was putting himself in the most dangerous position. There was a smoker pulling someone at the back, but they have seemed to clear. They seem to be handling this area better than Helheim did.
Yeah, the Charger got himself a fist, but with the initial charge, the Spitter went down and nothing as a result. I think he got maybe 1 or 2 ticks in on Zoe. Smoker did get the pull off, but he was cleared very quickly, and the jockey was taken out in front before he really got anything. But that is going to give the SI a full hit up in time for this Witch. It is going to be a tri-cap, no charge spit, unfortunately. It is going to be a jockey taking the place of the charge.
Yeah,
but they do still have
Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, and Boomer, so no charge and spit, and with a Witch ahead. Well, actually, this could still help them. This sort of hit can actually still help them with a Witch, I believe, because there's a real good opportunity for separation. Hunter and Jockey being very maneuverable can obviously cause a lot of distraction and make it hard for survivors to land some shots.
Well, they really need to get everything on Francis, because, I mean, he is holding all of the perm.
That's true, but they've also got some DB as well, so technically all of them are good. All of them are worth protecting in a sense.
It's true, it looks like the survivors are rather sheepishly going towards this Witch, and the trigger has gone out. Lewis went for the crown, he gets the crown, he doesn't get the M2 on the Hunter though. The Hunter gets the pounds, gets a couple of scratches, and there's a jockey riding in the back on Zoe. But the hit has been cleared. They do lose a lot of the solid that Lucky was carrying, but that is probably going to be the safe room for them.
Yeah. So they've actually done a good job of, they've only lost about 30% of a DB since just after the tank, I believe.
Well, that's not bad by any means. I mean, they went into this round on their survivor side anyway, 930 odd points down, and now they're only down by, a mere 330. So a very respectable amount of bonus coming back from that.
Actually, the difference is 254.
So it is. Where do these points come from? Who tricked me? Why did I see... Oh, I was reading the scoreboard off
you
the
were
actual
reading
game,
the bonus.
that's why.
You were reading the max and bonus.
That's why I don't do maths. Still respectable nonetheless. And it makes the game considerably closer. I mean, map 3... really good map to make a comeback back on, depending on how this tank is taken. Is the scout spawn static on this by any chance? And yes, it is. Oh, an AWP with a deagle.
Yep, up at the top of the tower if they so choose. Actually, that's the, that's the AWP.
Me gusta.
Which means the AWP will do slightly extra damage per bullet against the tank, but at the same time, it's much slower to reload than the scout. So, You're actually a little bit more dependent on your survivor friends more than usual. You're with a scout just because of that slow reload speed, especially if the SI attack at the worst time.
He's the proper one, I'm the aggressive one. Generally the best way to work it out, I think.
No, someone was asking, are we both English? No, I'm English and Basil is Welsh. Just to clarify.
Yes.
You don't want to make that mistake of calling both of us English.
That will probably kill you. We do see a very early tank spawn though. Boomer gets popped instantly without getting a chance to get anything. The spit goes down, but doesn't really delay the survivors much. Survivors are going to rush straight forward and look to get this AWP by the looks of things. There is a smoker looking to reposition, maybe looking for a pull off, but there is railing, and the tank is working in his helmet. So we do have a scout up in the hands of Bill. And commence Operation Chip the Tank.
Yeah, Presto is just seeking every bit of cover he can. He does not want to get in the way of that sniper and its volley of fire, but he is putting himself at risk of it now. He's trying to work this car in. And well, he's put it right at the back. And, oh, Lewis allowed himself to get too close. And
he's getting the punches. Nice smoker separation as well on the scout. Hunter does get taken out though. The jockey is currently riding Zoe. Tank is going to capitalize, but whiffs the punch on it. What
and
the?
Again, that
oh dear.
Bizarre.
Presto missing 2 point blanks there, and as a result, gets taken out. Unfortunately, Mike, we have no war rooms for either team.
Indeed, yeah. That was a very peculiar moment there with the jockey riding Rochelle's head and literally wasn't actually helping out the tank.
What the hell, did we go to a war room? Kiss me? Explain. Does that mean our viewers are drunk?
It's possible that a few of the viewers might have been watching Presto's stream as well as Kiss Me's, possibly. That's what I'm willing to theorise anyway. But the jockey's landing and Zoe at the front, there is a double boom. And suddenly, after the tank is down, it's when they start piling on the damage. Better ingredients, better pieces. It was kind of a repeat of the last map.
You know, the tanks haven't really been that impressive, unfortunately, for better ingredients, better pizza. But their SI has been on par, like with Helheim, if not better, I'd say. We do see another single boom landing, though. We do see a spit being thrown down, but Zoe's over there. There is a hunter coming in from behind, but he looks like he's just going to save himself and get out of it. He does have a hunter, a smoker companion. Where is this damn witch?
The witch is
82% now. She's going to be
80%
right in the center.
further away. Yeah.
Long ways away is the witch. Well, nonetheless, the next SI hit is coming up in its entirety. It is going to be a tricap. The final SI is going to be the boomer. Good separation, and we do see a smoker going out, but he is cleared very quickly. Nice double boom landing, pounce on top, and a jockey in the back.
So again, it's good, consistent damage. I mean, it's not exactly heavy hitting in the sense that they're all still going pretty well with health-wise. No incaps so far, but their tank performance wasn't that great, but they're sort of slightly making amends for it as the survivors go along.
Oh, they're making it up, because, I mean, they're doing consistent damage with every hit. I think if they continue on this route, by the time they actually make it to the holdout, they're in a position where you know, it's easy incaps, as it were. Which is pretty much the state that you want the survivors in should they make it this far. I mean, if you don't get the tank wipe, you want to at least have done significant damage by the time the survivors reach the end of the map. And they're in a pretty good position at the moment. I mean, they've done quite a significant amount on all 4 survivors. They do find a set of pills, so they do have 3 on their person, but there is a hit coming in. Nice separation jock once again in the back. Smoker does get picked very quickly though, and a charger comes in looking for the intercept, but does not get it, just stumbles Bill up onto the counter.
Great damage on Miro. It's quite a good bit of damage as well on Supra. And they're about to head to the cemetery where the witch is, but they've really been whistling down that perma health tally, like slowly but surely.
Well, it's a good round for Helheim. Witch has been triggered, however. And she is going to be taken. Yes, I do have their head up. It is going to be another 3-1. They do have a smoker charger, hunter, and a boomer. Boomer is going to whiff, unfortunately. So I was looking to pop him. They do manage to get the pop, but a nice separation pull. Charger is going to go ham city on that. Hunter gets an intercept pound, so the Charger's there to intercept, but whiffs, gets leveled instead. But once again, good damage.
Absolutely, yeah. Still holding on though, Helheim. They haven't taken any incaps yet, surprisingly, despite the damage they've incurred.
Well, they seem to be straggling. There always seems to be one player of Helheim straggling in the back. And that person always seems to get jockeyed or pulled even further away from the rest of his team. I mean, they took 30, maybe 40 damage there, purely on the basis that someone was, 10 feet behind the rest of the team. We do see another spawn going in though. Boomer gets a single boom, Charger whips his charge, Spit goes down, and a jockey lands on top of Bill, going to manage to get the incap. And the Boomer's going to waddle in and proxy on a second survivor, so a bit more of an interference for them. Pickup commences.
And that's, well, with Super now getting back up on his feet, that's finally going to unlock the DB portion. It's actually the damage bonus now. Because they haven't suffered any incaps until this very point, they've actually been holding on to that last quarter of their bonus really well. But now Super is the exposed one. It's really, well, I mean, like I said, everyone's still good on the menu. Like, everyone's a good target.
Well, the good thing is about this event is the commons will always whittle you down. We do see another hit going in. Boomer gets himself a nice double boom in the back. Hunter coming in, gonna get skeeted though. Francis dances around in the spit for a little bit. And the Boomer reproxies on Zoe, just causes her more irritation in her life and ruin her skin complexion. Gives me this bot of yours has got to go.
And still, it's just waiting on the other three who've still got slivers of like permanent health remaining. They're essentially also helping to preserve the DB just simply because they're not going down.
Yeah, at the same time though, they are in such a dangerous position whereby if a good boom goes off and a Charger just goes in ham with a fist, there's a good chance that, this is going to be a case of the damage bonus not really getting touched, but the survivors getting wiped as a result. I mean, these commons are enough, just straying in one at a time every now and again to whittle the survivors down to below 10 HP, which is what 3 of them are currently sat at now. Well, they're all below 20 at the moment. We've got one survivor now on 10, one on 15, one on 16, and one on 54. But this is going to be the final hit for the SI unless they can manage a couple of incaps. Hunter does get a pounce in, Charger comes in, gets the intercept, gets the incap. Jockey lands as well for a second. That's a second incap. Spitter goes in, gets a scratch, but the pickups are going on, and that is probably going to be the safe room for the survivors.
Now get up, come on, we gotta keep moving.
Unless they can get a sneaky Hunter spawning in, it doesn't look like they're going to get the opportunity.
They're going to get in, and they're going to get in with the rest of this DB, which is actually quite staggering considering how low they were in terms of perm health towards the end.
Not bad at all by any means. Very good job with them. I mean, especially considering the hits they took after the tank. They handled the tank pretty well. Bit of a misplay by, I believe it was Lewis, who kind of gifted himself to the tank very early on. Took 2-3 punches as a result. Didn't catch an incap though by the car, so, you can take what you want away from that. But, I don't know, I think definitely for better ingredients, better pizza, I think for these next remaining 2 maps, they kind of need to step up their tank play a little bit more. Maybe not so aggressive with the tank, seems maybe one of the issues.
The main issue now really for better ingredients, better pizza though, is they just need a really convincing survival performance. I mean, it seems like tank-wise, Helheim have got them covered. That's really where they need to make the breakthrough, and they can do that. Actually, the best opportunity really is to do that by getting the tank out of the way and early. And at 14%, that's their best chance.
Yeah,
They've also considered that it's a home game for them. This is their home turf. So if they're still behind going into the away game, well, it might even be possible that they won't want to play the away game.
Well, we do have the round going live. It is going to be an instant tank spawn, and Empathy, I shall have Dragon answer your question as soon as we get the opportunity. The question being, Dragon, how is 3 incap 75% of the damage bonus?
I will explain that in a minute after this attack and this tank up.
Okay, well the hit is going in. Boomer gets a nice bunny hop and gets himself a double proxy off that. Smoker gets cleared very quickly. Those survivors are going to push forward, look for this AWP up top. And Dragon, you may answer the question.
Okay, so the reason why the DB was that way is because the hybrid bonus system works on how much damage the survivors take, basically. Not how much health they have on them when they reach the... Say, oh, there was an incap. Car landing on Zoe.
Oh, the
That's
ballad
not
of the
good.
bullshit Honda strike. The tank is in off that. He gets himself a nice quick opening punch as well. Gets himself a nice quick follow-up. A third. We do still have a Hunter jockey, and I believe it's a Smoker trailing. Smoker gets a pull. Tank is looking to get that kill, but the Hunter lands. Smoker's still going. The Hunter still hasn't been cleared. Tank is going to intercept off that and look for a second down. And that Smoker is still going. It's 2 downs. Smoker is having a whale of a time. Tank might be able to get this before the pills are popped. Nope, pills are indeed popped. But the tank is still very healthy at 2.4k HP. The tank is probably going to get himself his kill, which he does finally do on Zoe. So not the tank at all that Better Pizza we're looking for. Do see a single boom going out. The survivors are just going to run forward at this point. It doesn't look like they have any chance of picking up poor old Lewis over there in the far corner. There's a charger coming in and a Hunter. Tank is currently playing around with the Honda. The Hunter does land. Here comes the follow-up hunt. Charger going to get leveled, but the tank gets that double hit with a car, and that is going to be the wipe. And it's very disheartening for Better Pizza, Better Ingredients.
It's, as I was to reiterate what I was saying beforehand, it's the tank performance is where the difference has been made, and Helheim is just on top of their game in terms of their tank play. There's no way of getting around that, and that makes a difference even when Helheim have basically the away server disadvantage that they're going through at the moment. As to finish what I was saying earlier in response to Empathy's question, picture hybrid bonuses this, right? You've got the HB, which is the permanent health, you've got the DB, which is the temporary health. Now, the HB basically makes up 75% of the whole bonus, and that is, you basically, one survivor has 100 perm health to start off with, there's 4 survivors. So 400 perm health, that's the 75% HB. Then, when you've got for DB, that's basically a third of the permanent health. It's probably better to sort of dive in it. Yeah, okay. We'll explain a little bit more when we get a chance. But the basic premise is that it's about doing damage to the survivors, not relying on things like bleeding to automatically lower the bonus for you. It's more input based. We got a jockey going on the front, Charger got shut down, Hunter does land on Zoe.
What you're basically saying, well, to put it into the poor man's speak, temporary health still counts as damage bonus, basically. So if you walk into the safe room with enough temporary health, or at least enough downs to your name, you will still have a damage bonus. If you lose all of your permanent health and you all waddle in black and white, then you're not going to have any damage bonus, or as a result any health bonus, because you've already suffered 4 down. But we do see another hit going in. Smoky getting picked very quickly at the back. Jockey gets shut down in front. Charger does land momentarily on Francis with the spit puddle around the tree, but he's out of there quick. So consistent chip over 4 survivors, nay too shabby. But still, I think tanks have been a really big problem this game for Better Pizza, Better Ingredients, or the other way around, whichever one it is. So I think this is going to have to be make or break for them, really. They really need to wipe with this tank, and in turn, they really need to make safe room with some bonus. We do have a witch up, though, very close to the survivors, and we do have the SI looking to spawn off that. Smoker gets taken out. Zoe is looking for that quick crown on the witch. She whiffs the crown. Witch whiffs the second slap. Okay, thank you, witch. Charger does get a charge, however, onto Francis, does not get the pound.
This way.
So, witches, Left 4 Dead 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
They always have their moments. Never cease to disappoint.
I think people scream when you say, right, we're going to take witches out because they're broken to hell, but at the same time, how do you deal with that?
Well, that's the dilemma, isn't it? You take them out, and people say, "Well, that's one less part of the game. That's another part of the game that you've removed, essentially." But keeping them in, and then suddenly some people feel like, "Oh, well, we've got to make as many excuses as we can for their existence." So you feel like, is there any grey area to it?
It's kind of like, well, I'll probably go into the reasoning. Well, I don't think the survivors are actually going to hold this out, because there is a tank later on through the event, and of course, all events on EQ are what's redubbed as a finite event, whereby there are a set number of comments. The SI hit does go in though, Jockey gets cleared very quickly, Smoke doesn't really get anything as a result, Spit goes down on nothing either. But event and EQ, you can hold them out, and that stands for any event which has an on or an off button, which is a Parish 2 event, where you have to run into the button traditionally to turn the event off and open the doors. You could actually hold it out in the Cedar trailer right at the start, should you wish to do so. Same deal as about the coaster. And as someone just said, I believe it was too bad in chat, it has been years since you've seen this tank spawn, and yes, that's because a great deal of these tanks have been blocked. There is another SI hit coming in, a Jockey jumping around, going to get M2'd once. Does get a second latch though, with the Charger getting a pound beside it, almost 2 pounds before getting cleared. So once again, good chip going out. But a lot of these tanks were blocked, and are now unblocked. As you will notice if you've caught any matches on Dark Carnival, the coaster tank is now unblocked as well. And that is mainly because these events can now be waited out.
Yeah, so there was a point where, because of the way things were going in the past with the tank blocks, certain maps were starting to feel quite a bit stale with tank play. So for, now with the Finite Horde Manager plugin available, we can actually open up a bit more areas that were previously blocked off before. Hunter and Spitter going in on Francis, a double boom landing as well, Smoker trying his luck, but no avail. This car's coming in as well, but it's actually got a car and a dumpster. It's a lawnmower who has the tank, whiffing the punch on that car and thinking we're going to run by it. It's because the survivors are going back.
It's a pretty interesting play. I mean, they've got more than enough HP to play with. They don't have anyone really bleeding at all, so it looks like they're going to take it in this little conference room, which is a really interesting place and not a place I've seen this tank taken. So I was looking for that opening chip, but the tank is pretty close to going in. He does have a boomer. Oh, sorry, that is a tri-cap he does have a support. And it is coming in now. Charger gets the opening charge. Hunter gets the second 3 pound. Where is that Jockey? He's coming in through the window. Tank is currently focusing on Zoe. Sorry, he was focusing on Bill. And now he's back on Bill. Does get the in-cap, but the tank is getting railed. He's done himself a second corner. Jockey gets himself a nice intercept, which is going to pull another survivor into the line of the tank, but he's taken out before he gets that final rock off. Not bad damage by any means, destroying the health bonus on Francis and Bill, but there is still a lot left on Zoe and Lewis. This is the home game for Team Better Ingredients, Better Pizza. And thus the away game for Team Helheim.
God damn it, I am seriously
I help.
foobar.
I'm a helpful person. Shut up and love me. But the tank is out of the way, hit is coming in, Hunter getting skeeted from behind, Jockey getting shut down before he gets a chance to get any. Spitter has spawned a bit too preemptively, Charger gets his spawn eventually but does not get anything, gets gunned down on the way in. And Saliva's pretty much in a comfortable place to get to, I'd say the last sort of corridor towards the safe room before any real SI danger is up. And I can see you're giving explanations to the fine people of chat, so I'll let you do that and I'll sit here and take full credit of doing everything else. This is the role I lead. Right, the SI are now fully up. They do have a Boomer Smoke, a Hunter and a Spitter, so it is a 2-2, but a Boomer does get himself a nice boom in front. Smoker going for that pull off, but he's not going to get it. There is now a Hunter jumping around, he gets shut down, Spit goes down on nothing. Just that Smoker left looking for the delayed pull off, but survivors look very carefully and see exactly where he is. He's in the little room underneath looking for that pull through the window to pull someone down. But he is not going to get it. Survivors are now down, Smoker has been taken out. The only SI they have to their name is currently a Spitter, Jockey and a Boomer, but the survivors are in the safe room, the door is closed. And that is a very respectable bonus of 580 points, giving them a total campaign score thus far on map 4, the Team Helheim of 2,938. Are you still writing novels on my goddamn chat?
Absolutely.
I hate you.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, everyone.
I have to protect my voice. I've already destroyed it over the past 10 years with nicotine and heavy drinking. And now you're making me do all the talking?
Yeah, it's what the best marriages are made of, right?
There will be a final steal, but this is currently the quarterfinals. So after this, there are still 2 more matches to be played tomorrow, and then another 2 matches, and then the grand final. Round is, however, going live. Survivors have rushed out of the safe room. We do see a quick pick on a jockey. Charger whips his charge, but a hunter gets a pound. Spit does miss as a result, but the Spitter comes in for 1 or 2 glory scratches before being taken out by the barrel of a shotgun.
Yeah, 17 damage. It's a good start actually for better ingredients, better pizza, but they have got a hell of a mountain to climb. This is still their home game.
Yes, just to reiterate, the finals of this map, of this campaign, will be played. Next SI is up, however, it's going to be Jockey, Hunter, Smoker, and Spitter. So once again, another tri-cap to Spit, no charge at a compliment. Jockey is going to get M2'd and shut down. Hunter gets the wall kick through the door, gets taken out very quickly, but the Spit goes down. Lewis, thankfully, though, is out of there very quickly with no real significant damage. Just the Spitter left up, and she's going to try to go for the glory scratches and block the door, but she's going to get shot in the face, no doubt. Does get a little bit of a glory scratch and some death spit off as well.
Yeah, it's kind of similar survivor performance to Helheim actually, but they've only just reached the witch. There's still a event, there's still got the tanker. They are triggering the witch now, and they do manage to crown it with a bit of help actually from Francis.
She is done, dusted, and out of the way. We do have another SI hit up. Boomer is going to whiff though, unfortunately. Charger is going to come in looking to get something off that. He does not get his charge, he gets taken out. Jockey gets shut down. The lone hunter. What can this man do? Nothing is the answer to that. He gets a full, let's call it a cloud of shotgun flak to the face. And that is going to give the survivors the opportunity to trigger this event, hold it out, and as we saw in the previous round, wait for the horde to finish before this tank is triggered. Whether they'll two stick in the same place though? I don't know.
Reloading.
How many of these cars are hittable, actually? I don't think any of these cars are hittable, are they?
I think one of them might be. Maybe.
Red one? Maybe?
Possibly.
It looks like it could be an alarm car, so let's assume that the red car is hittable. I don't believe the 2 grey ones are, so I mean this could be a dangerous place to take the tank, but there are still plenty of pillars to juke around as well. And of course it does open up a couple more SI spawn points. All these awnings on the roofs become open, and of course it opens up the spawns behind the survivors for some quick easy boom. We do see a Charger rocking in, no smoke goes for Paul, gets paid very quick. Charger is taking refuge behind a pillar, but he's going to get mowed down. Boom goes out on one survivor, Spit gets cleared without really getting much of anything. In traditional holdout fashion, still great HP on Better Ingredients, Better Pizza. Everyone's sitting comfortably above the 70 HP mark. 74 is currently the lowest amount of HP, that's on Presto, aka Big Papa John. But they're still in very good standing to take this tank.
And someone asking in chat, are down players also counted as DB? No, they're not. It's only standing damage on the survivors. It doesn't include damage done when they're incapped.
Well, we do see a Charger rocking in there, getting himself a fist, but not managing to connect with a follow-up charge. The rest of the SI are up, and they are holding. It is going to be a Boomer, Smoker, and a Hunter. So, potentially, we may see a Spitter spawning up here for a Super in 6 seconds. Ideally, the SI that would like another Kappa just to try and stop the survivors after they trigger this tank and run back. Thankfully, they trigger the tank before the final spawn is up, so they do guarantee themselves a Kappa and that of a Jockey. Survivors are backing up to, it looks like they're going to be taking a similar method. They are now going up onto the awning, and it looks like they are going to be walking into this room. There's a Boomer very sneakily positioned in front of them though. Boomer gets his ball and gets himself a nice double boom. That is going to be the green light, I think, for the tank to commit. Survivors are going to run back even further. Tank is still on first pass.
He's actually going to try and cut him off. He's going around the back. He's going around the back alley and try and cut them off, climbing over the truck to do it. And he's going to meet them the other way.
Oh my god, and he's got cars, he's got dumpsters. If he hides there, they don't know he's there yet.
Now they know. He's there.
And it's a bit late. Tank is in. He has holders, he has hittables. He gets himself a quick, nice dumpster hit onto France, clipping him in the back end with the dumpster. Smoker gets a pull on the separated Lewis, but he is going to be cleared by his teammates. There's a Hunter jumping around. Also a Jockey, but it looks like the tank is going to guarantee himself this quick, easy kill on Lewis first before he does anything else. Once again, Tank's going to be downfall for better ingredients, better pizza. The death goes out on Francis. Tank is now sitting pretty with that 4k HP and a second in-cap to his name thanks to the bouncing of the bullshit Honda. Smoker gets himself a pull. Jockey and Hunter looking to capitalize on the lone Zoe, and they do get it. That is going to be the wipe.
This is pretty much confirming nail in coffin or better agrees, better pizza. I know it's maybe a bit premature to say that in terms of the overall thing, but 1,700 point gap after 4 maps on the home turf with the finale still to play. It's looking increasingly bleak for them.
Tanks, man. Tanks are the big downfall, it seems to be. Better ingredients, better pizza don't seem to get enough with their tanks, and unfortunately they can't seem to really walk away from a tank without taking significant damage. I mean, the map 2 tank for them was probably the best one they've had thus far, and as a result, when they survived that tank well, they made it to the other safe room. They made it all the way to the end of the map. But since then, every map they've come across, I mean, 60 points on map 1, 70 points on map 2. Now again, they pretty much walk, I'd say 50% through the map, get to the final tank, and unfortunately fall short and end up running into the tank, gifting it a free in-cap, and as a result causing the wipe. Well, final round will be going live shortly. Helheim currently with a pretty substantial lead, 2,938 points to 1,224 points that is currently held in the hands of Team Better Ingredients, Better Pizza. We believe this is best of home and away. However, with the scores the way they are, I would not be surprised, as this is the away server for Team Helheim, if Better Pizzas and Better Ingredients didn't call it after this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was called GG after the end of this match either, to be honest. For all we know, it could be like a 2k difference by the time it finishes, and then on top of the 2k difference, they'd have to claw that back with higher pings. Yeah.
Well, the round is indeed going live. And we do have an instant tank spawn. Spitter is going to throw the spit out there just to let the survivors keep him in the safe room and then sack itself. The SI do have the charger and the smoker. The tank is going to position himself straight inside. He's going ham. He's going to go straight into that safe room. Survivors don't really have much room to maneuver in there. And the SI do have some pretty solid cappers, with the exception of that smoker, to do some damage, especially with the charger. If they can get themselves a hunter or a jockey now, that'd be really good for them. They do get the jockey. The tank, in the hands of Lucky Dog 32, is going to roll straight in there, and let's see what he gets. Gets himself a nice opening double punch. There's a melee going ham on the tank's back. Survivor's doing a good job of separating, but the hit goes in. Oh, the charger gets nothing, unfortunately, just a stop. Tank does get an in-cap, though. Jockey gets a ride on the outside. Tank is currently going ham on Francis, who's now stuck in the ceiling, so that's going to be 2 in-caps gifted to it. But the 2 survivors outside are free. They aren't very healthy, but neither is the tank. He's down to 600 HP. Gets himself a nice curve rock though on Zoe. Tank down to 78 HP. That is going to be the death of the tank. Helheim do survive, but look at the damage.
It was. That was quite well played tank, actually. There was one whiff punch, but nevertheless, he did what he could. It was just a charger. If he had just connected on that other free survivor, that would have been the wipe.
You okay?
I think the mistake they made there is... I think the charger should have come in sooner. Because the smoker went in and got that pull. And the smoker pull went on for quite some time, but as a result, he pulled the survivor into the only line of sight the charger had to make the charge for that 3rd survivor. So a little bit of SI miscommunication, perhaps. But nonetheless, very respectable tank, very respectable damage. And now we see the next hit coming in. It is a tri-cap with boom. Nice double boom landing with a double cap momentary outside. Smoker gets another pull off that, and the jockey has been M2 clear and taken out with the front end of a baseball bat. There is a witch ahead of our survivors. Where is that witch? I hear her. She's mad. She's in the middle of the car park. She's very angry. Zoe gets the crowd. Shuts her up.
So, yeah, for anyone who's probably having trouble understanding with the score system, because they've suffered 2 in-caps and Vex taking all of his perma health, those guys are now open in terms of DB. Like, if the DB goes down, like, it can just go down because the SI are targeting 3 of them. Supra's carrying the last of their health bonus.
We do see another hit going in, Charger getting taken out very quickly though, but a jockey gets Lewis and he gets caught in a very bulk end of death spit, I think it is, and gets taken out as a result.
I can get you up.
So that is going to be him, black and white, Bambi.
First aid, because you go down like this again. Thanks, man. And it's over.
There is going to be 4 sets of pills waiting for the survivors at the event there, so if anything they can probably hold out until the spawning of the next tank. I mean, at this point it isn't too much of a hindrance for them, they do have a significant cushion, which is only getting bigger. SI do have another hit, it is spawned up, it is coming in now. Smoker gets nothing, unfortunately. The tongue breaks on a call. Does get a repull though, and a couple of ticks of damage on Lewis. Looks like they are going to be able to get him to the pills.
Reloading.
And it seems like, according to Team Chat,
Hello.
Presto apparently isn't intending on playing the away game for them. So this is going to be the one-game scenario.
It is indeed by the looks of it. We do have another SI hit coming up though. Charger whips his charge, but the jockey gets a nice little latch off that. Boomer gets himself a double boom up top. Hunter doesn't get... Oh, sorry, the Hunter does get a kill on Lewis.
Grabbing some pills.
So
Yep.
that's 3 survivors left for Team Helheim. Event has been triggered. Charger is just going to run all the way there for a despawn, because why the hell not? And it looks like the survivors are going to reposition themselves towards the dock area. This is, as Dragon said, going to be the last round for Team Helheim. It looks like Presto is not intent on playing the away game for better pizzas, better ingredients. So as it stands, Helheim in a commanding lead. Jockey gets taken out. Spit's going to go out, but it's going to go too far and ends up at the water below. Charger still hasn't found himself a spawn yet, and if he comes in from that far away, he could be in trouble. But the smoke goes out. Bill jumping off the rock, picking the smoke, and as a result, the Charger doesn't spawn once again.
Ammo here.
Have they even started the event?
They haven't started the event. My mistake.
Coming.
I thought better of them. I thought, yeah, they'll start this event and stand on the dock. They didn't know whether they'd all stand on the dock for 40 seconds and take no commons.
They're coming.
But the event has now finally been triggered. A single boom has gone out. The SI do have 3 cappers. Jockey, right, it isn't 3 cappers. It's a jockey, Charger, and the spit. It's all spawned up now. Charger is below, looking for that charge. He's not going to get it. Bill whiffs the melee though, but a jockey gets a nice latch on Zoe, gets a couple of ticks of damage, and drags her down to her watery demise with the aid of common.
Yeah, it's literally just a case of how long they can hold on for with 3 survivors. I don't think they expect to see the boat, but that's probably not going to stop them from giving it a go anyway.
Well, I mean, at the moment they're currently sat at 3,132 points. By the time the tank rolls around, I mean, they're probably looking at about 3.3k. Boomer did get a single boom, however. There is a Hunter coming in from quite a distance away and a spitter below. Spitter's going to throw that spit out. It's not going to spread onto the rock. Hunter does land, but gets cleared very quick. But Bill is currently getting mauled by commons here. Does have his handy frying pan. There is a Charger looking to go in on him. He's looking for that spawn behind the pillar just in front underneath the house.
So I was just having to explain technicalities regarding witch crowning and EQ, and yeah, if she hits you once and then dies afterwards before she can get the second hit, that's still not a crown technically. If you want to be crowned, you have to kill her before she starts digging her nails into someone.
Oh, we do see Boomer getting popped. The Hunter's jumping in, gets killed very quickly. Smoker Pole goes out for a couple of ticks, but then gets M2 cleared. It looks like the follow-up kill will come shortly. There is a Charger. Survivor's moments away from triggering this tank, which will inevitably be their demise because none of them are fast enough to get away from the tank.
Well, in EQ, you have the intro tank, but unlike Pro Mods, it's not the first event tank that spawns, it's the second event tank.
Yeah, the one that spawns just before the rescue.
Yeah.
But they're holding out. Fair play to them. They're up to 3.2k. So I'd definitely say it was pretty much insurmountable for Better Greens, Better Pizzas to make it this far, especially with how they've been handling tanks, unfortunately. But the survivors are pretty safe at the moment. Bill is down by himself with a scout, while his teammates go up and restock their ammo supply. But the Commons now trailing, and the SI have a full head up. It is going to be another Smoker and Jockey coming from behind. Hunter gets heated out in front. Smoke is taken out. Jockey does land though on the scout player, which is Bill, and is probably does indeed get the in-cap off. Do have Francis, who's about to go down to commons, and then suddenly does. Just Zoe up, and she's being terrorized by that jockey in the hands of Big Papa John Presto. Getting in scratches. But the commons are currently swarming over for Francis, so there's a good chance he's going to die before this pickup goes out. Smoke now does spawn, and the charger are on the dot. Does get the pull on Zoe. Charger goes in for the fist. That is going to be the wipe, giving Helheim, well, 3,333 as a final campaign score thus far. So one more round, and it looks like we could unfortunately be saying goodbye to Better and Pizza, Better Ingredients.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a shame, to be honest, because they have played pretty damn well in this tournament and leading up to this match as well. They looked like they could show some promise in a couple of the scrims they played. But alas, when it mattered, it was just the tank performances that sort of really set them apart from Helheim and just gave Helheim a massive advantage, especially on the away server for them.
Well, they certainly didn't get disheartened at the map 1. They pulled it straight back for map 2 and brought it within 200 points. Do see the survivors rushed it out there, and as a result they walked straight into a double charge, a pull from the smoke, and a ride in the jockey, which is on Bill, and a little bit more split. But they do make it out of the safe room area, albeit taking about 90 damage. So I don't really know how much worth that was. That is going to make the tank's life considerably easier, and who to target? Probably Bill, because he's only a punch from slow. But yeah, they certainly didn't get disheartened after the map 1 tank wipe. I mean, they pulled it back for map 2 within 200 points, but then map 3 was really the nail in the coffin. I mean, when you go from making up essentially 900 or 700 distance points gap to then losing another 1,000 distance points because you've wiped under 100 points yourself, I think that was probably the nail in the coffin for them. Especially to get to the tank on map 4 as well with such terrific health bonus, and then throw it all away because they ran back into a tank. But what are they doing? Are they going to send this tank AI? I mean, I'd appreciate it. No, tank is going to go in. Tank in the hands of Miro. He does get a nice quick punch, gets a second follow-up, looking for that final in-cap. He whiffs the final in-cap, the pills get taken. And the tank is getting shredded as a result. Charger has now spawned up, he's coming in from outside. Does not get a charge, however. Tank does get, looks like he's going to definitely get that in-cap. He gets out of there, but he's getting swung in the back by Lewis. Gets a follow-up punch on him, but he's down below 1,000 HP. And it looks like Better and Pizza, Better Pizza are going to survive this tank. Although they are gifting him a couple of free punches, and that was a silly intercept. So that's going to be another free punch for the tank. Another good few ticks of damage on Zoe, and health bonus. Well, YOLO, I believe, would be the term for these plays that are currently being displayed. Would you agree, Drag?
Absolutely, YOLO it, because they've really got nothing else to lose at this moment.
Go out with a bang.
It's the only way to go out gracefully, with a bang. And well, that witch actually tried a very sneaky curve, but Francis was equal to it, Presto landing that remote crown.
Never trust a crying woman. We do see a jockey being taken out as well. The SI do still have a Charger, Hunter and Spitter, and it looks like they are positioned to hit on this ridgeway as the survivors take this corner. Hunter has pre-spawned and they are coming in now. Hunter gets beaten though. Charger does get a nice charge though. Spit is going to go down on top of that. Charger not getting the slam, but there's a nice big spit puddle there. And Lewis taking quite a bit of damage. So, once again, good amount of pills awaiting the survivors at the event. They don't have anyone black and white, they've only suffered the one in-cap. So, I mean, similar situation I imagine. Oh, nice separation pull in the back though on Lewis. He's not the scout either, he's a shotgun player, so where's the scout?
They don't even have one. It's all 4 pump shotties.
Oh dear, the jockey does get an in-cap. So I believe that is now, oh no, that was Lewis's first in-cap. I thought he went down to a tank. It's been built. But survivors are still in a very rough way though. They are going to make it to the event area. They are going to be able to trigger the tank. I imagine they'll probably make it to the tank. But unfortunately, I don't even think they have the bonus anymore to actually win the nice separation charge again in the back. does get cleared by the scout. Smoke pull does go out on Zoe. They do manage once again to get the clear on her. Everything is just whittling away the bonus. We did take one set of pills, and that is now going to be Lewis black and white.
I'm reloading.
Oh, they have one
Hanging
more.
on for dear life. Yeah, I'm having a couple of extra set of pills when they can. So he's hogging one set down her throat and then picking up the other. So they've got no more spare at all. Except for the two already on their persons. And the jockey getting dead stopped and shot down on the pit. Spare getting killed for good measure as well. This is literally a case of just holding out until the second tank.
Yeah, it does seem to be that. It's going to be the plan of action. Stay alive, wait for tank to spawn, have no HP to actually commit to a tank fight. Get some chip in on the tank. Tank gets in with about 3k left, kills.
Reloading.
But that sounds too pessimistic. So we'll sit and see what happens. Maybe a miracle will unfold before us.
We got a boat coming.
But it seems that survivors, did they press the event?
They did.
Thank God.
Get ready, ladies.
If that had happened twice in the same game, I would have been upset. But we do see a nice double boom going out. A pull goes off on Charger, does not get the intercept charge though. Very close to on Lewis. Does get 2 fists up before he gets taken out. But already Impulse, he took a set of pills just as the event started, and he's already close to slow. Only 2 sets of pills left are going to be required by the 2 teammates who currently possess them. One being Lawnmower, which is Bill, and Lucky Dog 32, which is Zoe. And Impulse, of course, black and white currently. SI hit has spawned up and is coming in now. Boomer once again getting himself a nice tri-boom. Hunter being allowed to jump on Prosser for a long time though. A smoke goes out on Lewis, who is black and white. He is boomed. Zoe goes down in the back. Lewis is so close to going down, but the smoker does get taken out. Jockey is stood up though. I could see him going for Lewis, truth be told. He's one scratch away from death.
It's a random question. Have any of you noticed particular signs of potential DDoS so far in this match?
DDoS? No.
Good. It's fine because I just got word from Vol that apparently there wasn't a DDoS attempt on this match server earlier. But we didn't notice it because the DDoS protection worked. So that's good.
You see Preston fall into the aid of a Charger, unfortunately. And there is a Hunter who spawns up very close to survivors, unable to get those scratches. So it looks like by the result of things, death is very imminent for Better Pizza, Better Ingredients. Presto is dead. The GGs go out. It looks like definite confirmation that the match will not be played.
Ow!
Yeah, and honestly, not to sound too negative about it, but it would be maybe a waste of her time trying to overcome this sort of a deficit.
Yeah, they're still 1,800 points down, and to have to replay the campaign again with a ping deficit, I think mainly due to the fact that the tanks were just on point for Helheim. All of their tanks did work, and that is now 2 survivors dead, 1 in gap, and the final survivor currently being swarmed by Comet as a Hunter comes in for this scumbag scrap. And that is going to be the game. Final scores. So congratulations to Team Helheim, who finished with 3,333 points. Commiserations to Better Ingredients, Better Pizza, who finished with 1,616 points. And that will be the last we see of them in this tournament, as they are now eliminated.